So this is last part of this one act play, The Stronger, written by August Strindberg. We are discussing here. So up till now we have seen that Mrs. Hughes started to blame this Miss Y being a cheater and having affair with her husband. But now, according to Mrs. Yak, she is lonely and nobody is with her. And due to that, she is repenting and sitting alone. And even she doesn't like that Mrs. X is sitting before her and doing such type of harsh criticism. And due to that, you can see that Mrs. X is also teasing her on that occasion. Why I had ample ground for coming to the conclusion you had already lost him. So this is the time you don't have my husband also with you. But it was you still though thought I should go my way. So you don't want my company now and you want I should leave this place now. So this is how that this Miss Y was sitting lonely and repenting whatever she did. Why should I just take what nobody else will have? Perhaps you, taking it all wrong, are stronger than I am at this particular moment. You never got anything out of me, but you gave me something of yourself. Oh, it is really a case of thieving in my case, isn't it? And when you woke up, I had possessed myself of the very thing you missed. Actually, this Mrs. X wants to get the love of her husband, and that's why she imitated this Miss Y and all her that personality directly, indirectly. There is the impression of Miss Y on Mrs. X's life. So in that way, she says that Mrs. X says that she is thief and she has adopted so many things from Miss Y. But vice versa, opposite to that, Miss Y has not adopted or she could not get anything from Mrs. X. So, however, does it come about everything you touched became worthless and sterile? You could keep any man's love with those tulips and those passions of yours, but I couldn't. You were not able to learn the art of my life out of yours authors, but I learned it. You haven't got any little skill, although your papa was called a skill. See, it's very funny moment at this. Though this Mrs. X called this Miss Y as a stronger, because she has means adopted so many things from that Miss Y. But later on, she says that you are the loser because you whatever you touched that became worthless and sterile, useless, and you could not keep man's love also. And though you have passion flowers with you, that was useless. But I am the winner because my life is full of happiness. I have that son, and his name is Eskil. But though your papa's name was Eskil, that is of no use. So this is how she teases Miss Y and says that you are the loser. So see here, at the end, she says, Mrs. X says, Else, why do you sit there without a word and brood and brood and brood? You see, you are just deeply thinking. Brood means to think deeply, but there is no word and you can't say anything with that. I thought it was strength, but perhaps the reason is just that you have not anything to say. First of all, Mrs. Yak says that I feel that you miss are strong person and so you don't say anything. But later on, I realized that you don't have anything to say. Rises and takes up the sleepers, and she picks up the sleepers from the ground. The sleepers are of Bob. I am going home now and taking these tulip things with me. Tulip means these are the flowers and which are supposed to be passion flowers. And she picked that bunch of flowers also. Your tulips, my dear, you couldn't learn anything from others. So this is how when you become stronger, when you adopt anything, you do adjust, you get something from others, you learn something from others, so you don't do that and you are not a stronger one. You could not yield means get, and that is why you crumbled up like a up leaf. So you could not adjust, you could not grasp, you could not get anything from others. So you are like the dried leaf and you are lifeless now. I didn't do that. I must really thank you, Amelia, for the excellent training you have given me, and thank you for teaching my husband how to love. And now I am going home to love him. Exit. So this is how very funny and unexpected turn is there of the story. See how she totally mm, changes herself, Mrs. Yax, and gets that love of her husband, and in that way, that Miss Y, though she has an affair with that Mr. Bob, even she could not marry due to that cause, and she remains bachelor throughout her life. But at the end, when we compare the lives of these two, Mrs. X has everything in her life, and Miss Y is all alone. So this is how you can say who is the stronger when the question is before us at that time. That this is how that women has very prominent place in this world or in the life of man, though that is husband or lover. She changes that whole life of that man, and accordingly she has that great influence on the life of her lover or her husband. So that strong woman or woman empowerment is that can be a theme, major theme in this particular one act play. Then the love affair is that second that theme we can discuss in detail what type of love relationship is there between Bob and Miss Y, and even what type of love is there of this wife and husband. And one more thing is there you can easily understand with this one act play is that mm, that family is more important than love relationship. So this is how you can see there. Even the psyche of woman means how that psychology of woman is there being a wife, how she thinks, and how there is that rat race or race between two women to get the love of a man. So how even that man exploits that the relationship with woman, and how he keeps that family safe, and that he does exploitation of women who are there at workplace. So in this way, so many themes are there. You can easily understand with this one act play, The Stronger, written by August Strindberg. So we'll stop here.